Hello. Off camera, I wanna made a couple of more food buffs, and I moved everything inside of my house in Whiterun into this chest. And now we're gonna go to Dawnstar. I'm just gonna start the quest for Mayrune's Razor. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I wanna get it started. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go to Windhelm and do the White Phial quest. Part 1 of it, anyway. Right now, I have Destruction 38. I'd like to get Destruction 50 before I do Mayrune's Razor quest, but I might do it a bit earlier. The
Need a ride? Where do you want to go?
opponents you have to fight are not really that difficult. And the ones at the end, I'm pretty sure I can just kite and kill with frost runes. Or ice runes, rather. So I don't foresee any big problems doing it. Could be wrong, of course, but I'd like to try to do it at this level. It's always fun to see how early you can get away with doing certain quests.
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina. And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and we can talk. I have a job you look perfect for. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. The tapestries hung here and outside were... Ah, yes. Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business? It's no secret that my family were once members of the Mythic Dawn. One of my forefathers was even chosen to assassinate Uriel Septim himself. We hid from our past for years, became tradesmen, people of coin and influence. But I realized that the Mythic Dawn's importance, our importance, to history cannot be denied. I'll see everyone in Tamriel remember that for a moment, we held the fate of the world in our hands, for good or ill. They were worshippers of Mayrune's Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult, I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mayrune's Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim dynasty and opened the Oblivion gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mayrune's Razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. At least 2 of the owners, Gunzel and Draskua, are dangerous marauders, and the 3rd owner, Jorgen, I only know he lives in Morthal. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. The Razor is Mayrune's Dagon's personal artifact. It has always heralded bloody change and carnage. It's held many names. Dagger of the Final Wounds, Bane of the Righteous, the Kingslayer. The Mythic Dawn worshipped Dagon as a god. Having his razor would be invaluable to my collection. Good luck finding the fragments.
So we're not gonna do that now, but we are gonna do it quite soon. I also want to go into a mine here. There is a destruction skill book in there that I want to grab. This isn't gonna level up my destruction, but the way skill books work is this is supposed to give a whole level, but in Requiem it spills over to the next level. So once I use one more destruction spell, it's gonna like spill over and I'm gonna be halfway to destruction 40. I don't know why it works like that, but that's my experience with it anyway. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works, but I could be wrong.
Divine sake, Skald. Who do you think we're threatening with our old war wounds? We're not soldiers anymore.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off.
It's gonna feel so good to have the level 75 alchemy perk. I am struggling so much with stamina, but I really don't want to put any perks in it. It's not terrible because if you get 170 base stamina, you get a bonus to speed, your character speed, and you also get more damage with daggers. But I have so many other points I want to place into magic and health. I think at 180 magicka you get 5% MR and you get a bonus to magicka regen, and then the rest I really want into health just because I'm so squishy.
So close to the answer. Just a man's life work is all. I finally derived the location of the white phial, but this doting busybody won't let me get it. You would do that? It's good to know there are some people out there who are willing to help an old man. It's buried with its maker, Coralmill, in a long-forsaken cave to the west of here. Coralmill was a crafty one, even in death. You would need the skills of a master alchemist to reach its resting place. Luckily for you, please don't dally.
Oops.
I've wasted enough time arguing with my useless assistant here.
Misclicked.
I've spent my entire life searching for it. It brought me all the way to these frozen reaches from the warm embrace of Somerset Isle. Entire years spent in libraries, seeking out tiny villages with local legends that contain but a whisper of a hint of the phial. I even named my shop after it, hoping that it might attract anyone who had heard of it. And now it's within my grasp. But the eight, it seems, have chosen me for their amusement. For in my current condition, I'll never be able to lay my hands on it. A legendary bottle, forged in the days when Skyrim was just starting its turn to ice. A small container made of the magically infused snow that first fell on the throat of the world. It is said that the phial will replenish whatever fluid is placed inside of it. For an alchemist like myself, it is the most pure expression of my art. To create from nothingness is poetry. Why are you still standing around here? Go get me the Phial, you fool!
Here's another illusion skill book.
It's time for you to go.
I don't know if the white Phial is good for a caster. I only know it does for melee builds. It gives you a potion that you can use once a day, and it boosts your damage by 50%. I think it used to be 100% in earlier versions, but they nerfed it. But I don't know what it does for a caster. I know that it can be a healing potion as well. And it can be a magic resistance potion.
Algrif won't give us a straight answer.
But I'm not sure what else it can be.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
I'm telling you, I heard it. Ismir's beard. The man was always a bit odd, but I wouldn't have expected. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
This is the quest we did earlier, but I completely forgot to turn it in.
He knows
The Blood on the Ice quest that we did for the Necromancer's amulet. But I just grabbed the amulet and fucked off. Anyway, let's go sleep, and then I wanna visit the alchemy shop again and see if they have
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
any resistance
Maybe you
potions.
should just move along. Sure thing. It's yours. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Enjoy your stay. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Move, motherfucker.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Rothgar. Such a thing is not happening.
Got something. Just about. May the... So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients?
Not really. I don't want to buy the ones that aren't of the best quality. Let's see. I guess I'll just buy 2 of these. Could be good to have one of these on me, and one of these. I think that's all I want to buy. I don't have much gold left anyway. I don't have any gold left at my house in White One, so that's all I have right now.
Why are you still standing around?
Let's go do the White Phial. So I said I wasn't gonna do the main quest, but depending on how far I get with the character, I was thinking, don't I have to do the main quest if I wanna do Dawnguard? Up until the Blackridge part? I think I do. So even though I don't really wanna do that, I might have to. See, I'm not in combat yet, right? No, let's eat our full boss. So a bear and a wolf. Let's quickly run past. I'm not gonna mess with him. I could have placed down a couple of runes, but I don't want to risk hitting the afflicted refugee guy, because he might become upset and kill me. So much crabs here that I want to kill. So let me check my theory about destruction. Yeah, as you can see, I'm now halfway to 40 already. So yeah, I don't know why it works like that, but it seems like it works that way. So I think you wanna make sure that anytime you grab a skill book for destruction, and I think it works the same for other damage skills as well, like one-handed and two-handed and archery. So you want to like read a book and then you wanna go out and kill something, and then you can like repeat the process to get some free level ups. Let me do a quick save. I think I just did one, but I'm paranoid as fuck. I hate repeating things I've already done. It's a thief. I don't want to mess with him. He's not aggro on me. He looks like he was going after something else. Wait. Back in Bleak Falls I was one-shotting trolls. Why can't I one-shot them now? That's weird. You coming, bro? Are you stuck? What the fuck are you doing? That was pretty strange. Not sure what all that was about. You know, just Skyrim things, right? The game is definitely known for having quite a few bugs. I think it's RNG what enemy is at the start of this dungeon. It can be bear, it can be troll, and it can be ice waves. And I think it's different every time. So I just wanna check what I'm up against. And it's troll and an ice wave. I think you can use Ice Ray Teeth to make vitality potions. You can also use it to make invisibility potions and soul reaping potions, I think. Soul reaping potions lets you soul trap enemies without having this soul trap spell or a weapon with the soul trapping enchantment. I don't think I want to use these boots in here. I think I just want to stick to these, and I can always swap boots because you can swap items in combat in Requiem now. You got one shot. Interesting. One more. I think that's all of them though. Let's get full Magica. Or close to it. And there's one right there. Where did the book fly off to? Whatever, I think it's one I've read already anyway. And I don't think it's a skill I'm using. Nice, he just blew up in the light. Dumbass. That didn't hit at all. Oh, I expected it to be one there. I guess I misremembered. Is that a Death Lord? I think it is. The one I could have found. So he doesn't blow me away with his shout. Trap right there. There's a lot of silver ingots. I think I'll loot them. They don't have the most value to weight ratio, but if I have the inventory space I may as well. Sometimes you can find jewels inside of these. Not jewels, rings and necklaces inside of these urns, but it's quite rare, so usually it's not worth spending your time looking for. There's one Icewind Draugr up ahead. I'm just gonna place a rune here and then I'm gonna go loot and wait for him to come to me. So I don't wanna just run into him. I feel like there's supposed to be a potion here. I guess not. So yeah, that guy, ice spells, and he's quite dangerous. I think they can paralyze you if you don't have any sort of paralysis immunity or resistance. If you don't play, well, I don't know what I was gonna say, but they can paralyze you if you don't have any paralysis immunity or frost resistance. But they can only do it if they're like a high-level dwarver. But I've definitely been paralyzed before, so like I think this one can do it. So obviously I'm at no risk of that since I have paralysis immunity. Fucking hell, that's so hard to say. If he knocked me down there, he might have knocked me down on the other floor, and fall damage is a bit buggy in Skyrim, so sometimes you can die even though you don't fall very far. It's pretty disgusting. So many death doors, what the fuck? What did he do? Just tried to sidestep my... He was reacting like I shot an archer. I mean, an arrow. Sometimes they like matrix dodge like that. Very strange. Yo! Swing! Quick save at the end of the dungeon. Watch out for the trap. Get full magicka. This guy has a frost breath shout, and he's gonna one-shot you if you get hit by it, so don't get hit. Instead, just bait out the shout. Like that. And now you can kite him into range. It's a bit stronger than a normal dogger, but it's got nothing against your runes. Runes are OP. There's a couple of more dogger in here. I think it's a bit RNG if they are just regular dogger or if they are like Deathlord doggers. But they look like they're just shitty grunts. I think I killed all of them. It's actually quite nice. Oh, but it's weaker. I don't know what constitutes weaker. I'll have to try it out. So I think I'm gonna keep it and just see exactly what it can banish. I assume it will be able to banish like a conjured familiar, but probably not. Like I wanna see if you can remove, say, a flame atronach. I don't know what skill book this is. But I know the book. It's quite good actually. I'd recommend reading it. Wanna grab all of these Chaurus eggs. That's everything, right? So let's drop the shit. And get out of here. I wonder if that bear is still there that we ran past on the way out of Windhelm. I think we can just run past it again. Yeah, he's not attacking. And I don't want to kill him.